So we're talking about the Plant City Strawberry Festival, and I drove there today, and the sons are telling me that they the second last day of the whole event. And I said, well, a lot of people, but it's someone's business, right? Someone benefits from that. If someone's having fun, someone's paying for it. And if someone's paying for something, somebody benefits from that. So we know that communities like to invite the festivals. What do you think happens to the festival? Or to the community that hosts these fairs and festivals and so on?
Well, the people who host them definitely make a lot of money. But I don't know. I guess it gives them sort of identity.
Well, think about Nativity Church. They actually disclose how much money they netted by hosting the fair. The last time I heard, it was like a few years ago, $80,000. That was a cut to a church. Community of believers loving and serving Jesus Christ, hosting State Fair.
No, it wasn't a State Fair. It was a Novemberfest.
Novemberfest, yeah.
It's basically the same.
It's a church fundraiser.
Do they disclose that?
Yes.
Yeah, they do actually.
They do disclose that it's a church that I forgot which priest said it, but one of the priests was saying that the Novemberfest was their big, well, not them, but I think it was on Wolves or something, saying that it was their biggest fundraiser of the year. And $80,000. That's a decent amount.
So
that's more than a fish, right?
It definitely is.
So let's say you got 5,000 people. Let's say 10,000 people will show up, and each person will spend on average $20.
Okay, 10,000 times 20 is 200,000.
And they'll probably spend double that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they'll most likely spend $40 per person.
Okay, so it's $400,000.
Yes. The church gets $80,000. Some is for hosting it, things like this, right? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's for 10,000 people. Now imagine the same 10,000 people go and get a job, and they make $20 an hour, and instead of going to the fair for 8 hours for one day, they'll work for 8 hours.
Okay.
And instead of $40 per person that they spend, they create a value of $160 per person.
$160 per person.
And they just take the entire money and give it to the church.
That's 1.6 million.
That's what they make a month. That's only what they make a year.
Why doesn't the church ask the people, why don't you just go and labor for one day? Just one day. And give us the wages from the one day so we can I guess, love and serve. You see, Jesus didn't ask for money, by the way. I need to clarify that.
That's the modern day church.
That's the modern day church. Yeah. Why you see the difference? $80,000 versus $1.6 million. And it'd be tax-free because there's no donation. So people chasing pleasures and having fun and giving the scraps of what they're having fun to other people generates that. And if people just doing really the same time and effort into the cause and strictly donating the labor and so on, can generate over $1 million. Now you tell me which one's better.
The one we generate over $1 million.
Yes.
$1 million is a little bit more than the 80,000.
See, if all of us were focused on doing something good and producing, instead of justifying our pleasures and the bad habits by saying that it's going to help somebody else. You know, you can literally go to the toilet and take a dump. Say, well, I'm just saving the world because something's going to eat my poop and make it better somewhere. That's, that's not the idea. That is not the idea. And then people wonder why they're broke. I have no money. I need to buy new shoes so I can go to State Fair, so I can buy 3 balls for $20, and I can get a large price. So 5 years later, when I'm sick and tired of it, taking up space in my bedroom, I can donate it to a poor kid somewhere in the country. They have no toys, and say, oh, I gave up my favorite State Fair teddy bear. You should have nothing in the first place. That teddy bear was not to be made in the first place. It's wasteful. Imagine if all these people instead of chasing to buy stupid stuff on the back and just went for the walk. Started gardening. Help a neighbor. Do you see how chasing things is wasteful?
Yeah.
Because we all want things, but the things cannot love us back. That's the biggest issue. And you can't keep it anywhere either. Every single thing that you have, you eventually need to let go. Even the last breath that we have. Of course, it's nice to have it. But every time we get a new thing, so it makes us happy for a very, very short time. And you go back to it, look for another thing. Because all these things fall short. They can never satisfy. Can never satisfy.